Welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee alongside the Hall of Famer, Big Game, James Worthy, Mike Bresnahan. We have Mike Trudell handling the post-game duties. Allie with a great debut on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Lakers bounce back in a big way. They roll the T-Wolves. Luka Magic was incredible. We'll get to him in a moment. AR and Rui had big nights. Lakers had a great third quarter. Plus 12. They made free throws. They shot 62% until the final 3 minutes when they took everyone out, 41% from three. And James, I asked you before the game what you wanted to see tonight as compared to game one. You got that and a lot more.
Yeah, what I really want to see right now is...
Yeah, I was hoping that was coming.
Oh, man, that was the first worthy clap of the year. Send them in. I need to see some new worthy claps. But, Geeta, you are absolutely right. We saw a major correction from game one. And, you know, we said after game one, okay, it's only game one. Get that out of the way. Let's see if they can recover. And they did. They came with a sense of urgency almost. Minnesota was extremely hot in the first quarter. They hit a lot of threes. The Lakers hung in there. They got other people involved. Luka, obviously, able to carry them in the first half. But I also thought they had the energy they needed from their center in Ayton, who had a +9 in the plus-minus category. That's what you want to see. He had the energy. He rebounded. I think he had about 15 points as well. But the energy really changed when Marcus Smart came in the game. It's amazing how contagious energy is. He dove on the floor a couple times. Then Vanderbilt came in with his presence. And but I thought the key tonight was, and I talk about him all the time, was Rui. He only got a couple rebounds, but you know his activity offensively being a threat. I just thought that the third quarter, Geeta, you said they corrected that from the first game. They came out focused, and their defense in the second half was very, very good. They didn't allow them to get easy buckets. They didn't allow offensive rebounds, as we thought Minnesota would present that type of threat. I was pretty impressed with the connectedness of the team in the second half.
Brez, hold your thoughts. A happy big game is good for the post-game show. DeAndre Ayton with Mike Trudell. Roll those shoulders. Happy for DeAndre Ayton. Had a great game, but I want to start with Luka, guys. Most points ever scored through two games, through the first two games in Laker history, passing Jerry West, is Luka Doncic. He has 92 points, 23 rebounds, and 17 assists. You look at it right there. 1969, Brez was just a thought at that point.
It was -2.
Jerry West had 81. Luka with 92. Brez, he's averaging 46, 11, and 9 through two games, but he was absolutely phenomenal tonight. He had 23 in the first quarter, 32 at the half.
He has to be the guy to step up. I think it's pretty evident. As long as LeBron James is out of this lineup, which it looks like it's going to be for at least another few weeks, Luka has to be that guy to make things happen. He did in the first game, but the Laker defense was a little askew, and I was a little worried tonight. Lakers gave up 40 points in that first quarter. As good as Luka was, Minnesota outscored him in the quarter, but then the Laker defense was great. And Luka, he had really nice rhythm. He knew when it was time for him to shoot and get his, and when to find Ayton, when to find Reeves, when to make the pass that led to the pass that led to the bucket. I feel like his orchestration of the entire game was just so much fun to watch. And he had a killer 3 over Jayden McDaniels in that fourth quarter that really made sure the game was out of reach.
He's 3 assists shy of averaging a triple-double. He missed it by 1 in game one
right.
and 2 tonight. James, I think what's even more incredible is he did this on 23 shots.
Yeah. Efficient. Mm-hmm. Efficient and very smart in his selection of shots, not forcing the issue, taking advantage of mismatches. You never see him try to out-quick anybody. Very poised and knowing what you have to do, Geeta. I mean, he was like a musician playing solo, playing a solo tune. But every now and then he let everybody else get a little solo in too, get a little snare drum in there, and let the guitar. But he always come back to the solo. He just performed tonight. It was a beautiful thing to watch. He played smart. He played wise. He didn't try to force the issue. He realized when he needed to get other people involved. He's just a mastermind when you have that kind of professor out there on the court.
So I want to talk AR and Rui. The combination of 48 points on 19 of 28. AR was 25 and 11 and 7. But let's start with Rui, Brez, because we talked a lot about with LeBron James being out, he has to be consistently that number 3 guy. And Dwayne Wade, it was like he was in our studio the last few days. He talked about Rui only having 6 shots. You mentioned in the pregame show, all were from 3 in that first game. Different story tonight. He was aggressive. He had the volume. He got to his spots. He didn't settle. That's what we want from Rui. He was phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, to continue James' metaphor, I think Rui was playing the saxophone out there tonight. Whenever
Nicely, too.
Whenever Luka was finding him. Rui, inside the arc tonight, so we're talking 2-point shots, 8 for 9. How about that, after going 0 for 0 on 2-point shots the other night? And James, I thought he confused me. He confounded me a little bit the other night in the season opener. Yeah, 3 for 6 from 3-point range. You'll take that any night, no matter who you are. That's nice. But he just didn't venture inside the paint, and he was sticking a little 3 tonight. Much more active tonight, Geet. Again, near the paint, did a little mid-range. Love this, little Euro. Took a little contact, got the bank. I feel like Rui was so important tonight. There he is, Phil in the lane on a little fast break attempt. Great play by Austin Reeves to fire that ball over to him. Really impressed by Rui tonight in the second game of the season.
And still, with only 2 rebounds, he still gets a plus 11. I'm going to pay close attention to that this year, because sometimes you don't have to score or get a lot of numbers to still have an impact on the game. That means that he was going after them still, but he just wasn't getting them. So I just love the way he played his game tonight. I think he knew he had to be impactful, physical, and, you know, knock down a variety of shots to 3 to mid-range, and he done it well.
James, last year ended abruptly to the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games. And we tipped our hat to the T-Wolves. They were more physical. They were better defensively. They attacked the Lakers. They were confident. The size. The Lakers tonight, even without Jaxson Hayes as a backup big, going to Vando as the center, middle of that third. We talked about how Vando and Marcus Smart changed the game. It was a different story tonight. Now, it might be different the next time you play them, but for tonight, the Lakers beat them in all those little intangible areas.
And, you know, my hat's off from learning from last year in the playoffs and remembering how to play them, you know, this year, knowing that they had size advantage, knowing they had Gobert dominate us, knowing they had Ant and, you know, some amazing scores. They just kept their think cap on the whole game. Sometimes it's, you know, you get distracted and you come out with a third quarter like they did against the Warriors, but they stayed connected. I saw Reeves, you know, before they came out at the third quarter, he had them all together, you know, reminding them what they're supposed to do. And that's how you connect as a team. But their defense, Vanderbilt, you know, he's had experience playing